What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, we're going to fly all the way to Los Angeles. And we're going to be discussing a hot topic here on YouTube. Kevin Samuels. 379,000 subscribers, on the road to 1 million. And we know about, meeting up with Tommy Lee in LA, the Adam 22 podcast, which has, logistically great numbers. But we also know about some of the other things that haven't been quite talked about. And I want to discuss the Clayton Thomas video, okay? Now, Clayton Thomas is a Los Angeles comedy skit producer. Him and guys like Big Ja, they do these skits. And in that particular skit was another comedian by the name of Jenny Babas. All right? And she has a lot of, she's in that same comedy, tree thing, and she's doing her thing. And her and Kevin had a sit down interview that was posted on his YouTube channel. And then I made a pretty interesting comment. I said, something to the situation of, I know they were mad, right? But it's not his fault. And you're seeing Kevin Samuels transcend not only black YouTube and the manosphere, but to give definition and meaning to what high value black men are in America. And we're also seeing that, in my opinion, there's not really an equivalent to a female Kevin Samuels in the black world right now, of any age, in my opinion. I mean, Kevin Samuels' rise on YouTube has been greater than any other person I've ever seen on the network. Now, it could be that someone has done it faster in this way, but never have I seen it like this. And I think what we're seeing now is that if a black female had a channel that was like this, she would not get the kind of love that Kevin Samuels is getting. And I'm going to tell you why, is because guys who have a lot to offer or who are considered high value, let's just be honest, they have a lot more opportunities than black women counterparts, in my opinion. I'm sorry. They can transcend in different ways. And you're seeing Kevin Samuels transcend into comedy skits. You're seeing him transcend into other markets that he wasn't able to get into. And you know what? Kevin Samuels kind of reminds me of a guy that leaves the black community. Black YouTube is the ghetto. The black manosphere is a ghetto in a way. It's a nice ghetto, but it's a ghetto. And it's kind of like when your mom tells you to get out to the neighborhood and don't come back and go out there and see what the world has to offer you. That's what Kevin Samuels is doing right now. And the interview that he had with the young chick, Jenny Babas, I mean, it was just an interview or a collaboration. But you know what? It's not out of the question to perceive that he could easily attract a woman of that attractiveness. I'm not saying that that's what she's doing, but do you understand what I'm saying? At 51 years old, name me the 41-year-old or the 51-year-old sister that can do that at 51 can take the world by storm and just be hot. People are doing memes of him, particular impressions of him on Instagram. You're just not going to see it. And I think for black men, if you look at Kevin Samuels, you should really understand that if your time hasn't come yet, don't mean that it won't come. Because, Paul, I remember in saying in the scripture about being in due season. Maybe it's not now. Maybe it's not tomorrow. But when your time is ready, be ready for the opportunity for you to shine. because you just don't have an expiration date. And you're seeing it right now. Kevin Simmons at 51 is living the best life ever. And for black men that have an appeal to whether it's black America, and I want to also let you know here, is that don't take black America for granted. A lot of guys take black America for granted. Take the black community for granted. If it wasn't for the black community, you wouldn't have a Kevin Samuels. The black community, once you get on in the black community, once you can get respected black community, everybody. Understand what I'm saying? Everybody. I mean, I have best friends calling me about Kevin Samuels. People in Uganda. All right? Once you're on in the black community, you're on everywhere usually. So don't take the black community for granted. But it just goes to show you that high value men have so many opportunities. And he has the ability to continue to be independent of white mainstream media, independent of, you know what I mean? The ability to fit in different circles. Like Brother Antoine Wade would say, soft skills. And speaking of Brother Antoine Wade, I would like for you guys to go to the first comment, check out Black Heights YouTube channel. I think for a lot of you black men out there, you will learn a lot from a channel like this. Black Heights, go to the first comment, pinned to the top. And this is a brother with a MBA from Georgia Tech, makes over $500,000 a year. Hey, black men need to go and check him out. All right? Awesome channel. But I think that a lot of, the sisters that he's been talking about that have been arguing with him, I mean, I can see why a lot of those YouTubers are so mad. None of them will ever be able to do this. You'll never be able to go to these great places and do these great things because you're just not marketable like that. For those of you who are haters, and the one thing that I'm going to tell black men, keep winning. If you're not winning, start. Start. There's no age where you can't start winning. All right? There's no age where you can't start winning. As long as you're a high value guy, you're resourceful to the group, you're doing things. Every group likes a guy that is resourceful. Every community, not just the black community. And this is exactly why black men have so many options once they become high value. I'm not the kind of person that really bigs up interracial dating or anything like that. It's not really my thing. But you know what? I do see how brothers, when they become, very skilled, very useful. Look at the options that are available to them. Look at the options Kevin Samuels, he has the world opened up to him because he's a resourceful guy. He's hardworking. He brings something to the table. And for sisters who want a guy like that, if you don't have that in the table, you're going to end up very dusty. Well, guys, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Check out the Patreon. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.